everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Mohsen Ali and you are watching Global Scope News. Your go-to source for the latest and most important events happening across the world. Before we dive into today's critical topic, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss any update from us. Today, we are talking about a tragic and highly controversial airstrikes in Gaza that has shocked the international community. Israel's recent strikes on a school in Gaza has led to the loss of lives, including UN staff. Let's explore the full story in detail. The United Nations agency responsible for aiding Palestinian refugees known as UNRWA has confirmed that 6 of its workers were tragically killed in an airstrike carried out by Israel on one of its schools in Gaza. This school, named Al Joni, is located in the camp near Gaza. The school had been providing shelter to thousands of Palestinians who had been displaced due to the ongoing conflict. This was a place of refuge where families, including many women and children, hope to find safety from the violence. Gaza Civilians Defense Agency, which is run by Hamas, reported that a total of 18 people lost their lives in the strike of Wednesday. This included not only UNRWA staff but also civilians, many of whom were women and children. Israel's military, however, defended its action, stating that the strike was aimed at a group of terrorists who were planning attacks from inside the school. They emphasized that the strike was precise and that they took every possible measures to avoid civilian casualties. Despite these claims, the strike has ignited strikes has international outrage. UN Secretary General was one of the leading voices condemning the attack. He called the events in Gaza completely unacceptable and demanded that the violation of international law cease immediately. The Secretary General's statement reflects the global concern over the rising death toll and destruction in Gaza, which continues to spiral out of control. The incident is particularly significant because, according to UNRWA, this airstrike resulted in the highest numbers of staff deaths they have experienced in a single incident since the war between Israel and Hamas began in October. To make matters worse, this was the 5th time that the Al Jawni schools had been targeted in the last 11 months. In a previous airstrike in July 16, people were killed at the same school. Back then, Israel's military said that they had targeted structures within the school that they believed were being used by Hamas fighters. This latest attack like many others, has sparked fierce debate and criticism. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon, strongly defended his country's actions. He expressed his frustration, saying that it was unthinkable for the UN to continue criticizing Israel's efforts in what he called a just war against terrorists. He argued that Hamas has been using civilians, including women, children, as human shields, making it difficult for Israel to carry out its military operations without civilian casualties. Hamas, which is recognized as a terrorist group by Israel, the United States, the United Kingdom, and several other nations, denies that it uses schools or other civilians' buildings for military purpose. However, these claims remain at the center of the ongoing conflict. Both sides accuse each other of violation, and civilians tragically continue to suffer the consequences. The conflict between Israel and Hamas has been particularly devastating for the civilian population. For the civilian population, Israel's military campaign was launched in response to a massive attack carried out by Hamas on October 7th. During this attack, approximately 1,200 people were killed in southern Israel, and 251 others were taken as hostages back into Gaza. These events marked a turning point in the conflict, promoting a fearless military response from Israel. Since the conflict escalation in October, the death toll in Gaza has been tragic. According to Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry, more than 42,000 people have been lost their lives. The violence has affected every aspect of life in Gaza, from school and hospitals to basic infrastructure. This is especially true for the Al Jaouni schools, where Wednesday's airstrikes took place. Video footage from the aftermath of the strike paints a haunting picture. Hundreds of people could be seen inspecting the ruins of the school, particularly the ground floor of one of the school's wings, which was heavily damaged. In addition, an adjoining structure appeared to have been completely destroyed. Rescue workers and civilians scrambled to help the wounded, many of whom were women and children. Ambulances rushed to the scene, transporting the injured to nearby hospitals, including Al Aqsa Hospital. Survivors of the strike recounted the horrors they experienced. One man visibly distressed spoke to the AFP news agency while holding a bag of human remains. His words were heartbreaking. "I can hardly stand up," he said. "We have been going through hell for 340 days now. What we have seen here, not even Hollywood movies can show this. It's beyond imaginations, and it's happening here in Gaza." The head of Gaza's civilian defense, Mohammed Bazal, confirmed that 18 people were killed in the strike, including children, women, and UNRWA staff members. He also stated that 18 others were injured. Among the victims was the daughter of UNRWA rescue workers named Momin Salmi. In a heartbreaking detail, The agency revealed that Salmi had not seen his daughter Shadia, Shadia for 10 months because he had been working in northern Gaza while his family fled to the south. So the BBC was unable to independently verify the exact numbers of deaths. Medical sources at hospitals has hospitals confirmed that at least 15 bodies had been brought to local medical facilities. Israel Defense Forces defend their actions, stating that the airstrike was a peace operation targeting a Hamas commander and control center that was hidden within the school. They emphasized that they took great care to avoid harming civilians by using precisions, maintenance, and conducting surveillance before the attack. The IDF also looked that Hamas has a long history of using civilian sites, such as schools, to hide military operations, which they argue is a clear violation of international law. In response to the strike, Gaza's government, run by Hamas, accused Israel of committing a brutal massacre. UNRWA also issued a statement following the attack, condemning the strike and reiterating that schools and civilians' infrastructures must be protected at all times, regardless of the conflict. The agency stressed that these locations should never be used for military purpose and called on all sides to respect this principle. UNRWA further reported that this was not an isolated incident. They noted that nearly 70% of their schools in Gaza had been hit during the ongoing war. Since the conflict began, at least 214 of UNRWA staff members have been killed, along with over 563 displaced people who had been sheltering in the agency's schools and other facilities. Israel has previously accused UNRWA of supporting Hamas throughout. The agency has denied these claims. However, in August, the UN acknowledged that it had fired 9 staff members after an investigation. After the investigation revealed that they might have been involved in October 7th attack. In addition, 10 staff members were killed due to insufficient evidence. Israel continues to claim that hundreds of UNRWA employees are linked to terrorist group. Through a UN review published in April stated that Israel had not provided sufficient evidence to support these claims. In a separate developments, the IDF announced that 2 Israeli soldiers were killed and 8 others were injured when a helicopter crashed in southern Gaza. The helicopter had been part of a mission to evacuate a critically injured soldiers to a hospital. The IDF stated that an initial investigation suggests that the crash was not caused by enemy fire. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth report on the latest development in Gaza. This situation remains extremely tense, and the loss of civilians' lives in a heartbreaking reminds of the devastating the war brings. At Global Scope News, we will continue to follow these events closely to bring you the latest updates. This is Mohsen Ali, and you have been watching Global Scope News. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any update. Stay informed, and we will see you in the next video. Until, take care.